Hi guys, it's my first time going live. So I wanted to just go over some things today. And one of the topics that I wanted to go over is releasing toxicity. Hi Lotta. One of the things that I wanted to go over is releasing toxicity out of your life. And so, hi Faith. Hi Carissa. Hi Fendi. I'm trying to go live for you guys because I know that you've been asking me, and so bear with me. Bear with me because I'm trying to do it. And hi guys. Okay, so I want to go over releasing toxicity, right? Because a lot of you guys have been, hello everyone, hello Rachel, hello Kimmy, hello Touchpoint, Shakila, hi Ann. So I want to go over releasing toxicity, right? Because a lot of you guys reach out to me and you tell me just a lot of different stories that I be getting from you all. And a lot of them are heartbreaking. And so for me, it's just trying to be in a position to where I can just ease you guys just a little bit, right? And so a lot of you guys know what I've gone through in my life. And what got me here, one of the main reasons why I fought is because failure wasn't an option for me. And I knew that God was with me. And so one of the things that I had to do was release toxicity out of my life. And that was not an easy thing for me. It wasn't easy trying to cut certain friends out of my life that were good people, but at the same time, for whatever the reason, they just couldn't be right towards me. And so I dealt with a lot of betrayals. I dealt with a lot of evil people. People would never understand it because you don't see it. I don't look like what I've been through. You get me what I'm saying? And the reason why I don't look like what I've been through is because God was with me, and God wouldn't allow certain people to have their way with me. Do you get me what I'm saying? I've always been the type where I knew that I was different, but I didn't really step into what God needed me to step into until I got burnt real bad. So sometimes we go through things in life, we don't even understand why we go through it. You don't even understand why you encounter these people. You get me what I'm saying? You don't even understand why certain people hated you from childhood. Baby, you a child. Who hate on a child? And see, one thing about it, you had to understand that, okay, looking back on it, so-and-so didn't like me, still don't like me, but so what? Because I know that God chose me. I know God is walking with me. I know that God is working around me and through me and for me. Amen. And so sometimes we don't understand why we go through what we go through. We don't understand why you understand, like, why people are just so envious. Why you gotta hate me? Why you gotta be jealous of me? Instead of focusing so much on the hate and the betrayal and the why, you have to forgive these people. Some of you say, well, it's easier said than done. So what you gonna do? Is it easy to go ahead and forgive and let go of these people in these situations? Or is it easier to hold on to that hurt? To hold on to these triggers? To hold on to these trauma bonds? And you wonder why when you get out of certain situations, you know, you get with another person that was just like the person that screwed you over before, and you trying to figure out, well, why I keep encountering the same people? What God, what is it that you trying to do? God trying to get you to sit down and saying, well, the reason why you keep going on and attracting these same people because you still got that energy around you. The reason why you still got that energy is because you haven't healed from the past person that hurt you. Baby, you have to forgive. I can't tell you how you can do that. I always tell y'all, don't look up to me. Don't look up to anyone who out here trying to tell you, oh, I'll give you this and I'll give you the recipe. Baby, there ain't no recipe when somebody done hurt you and broke you bad like that. and you trying to figure out, let alone you trying to survive and pick up the pieces and move forward. Now you got to forgive these people when you know they wanted you dead, when you know they wanted you broke, baby, when you know they wanted you out here looking all any kind of way, when everything that they do, they gotta judge you, they gotta laugh at you, and then God telling you to forgive these people. I know your spirit tired. I know. But see, one thing about it, my soul, I was just so tired. I was tired of being tired. I was walking around and I was drained. Do you know why I was drained? Because I kept allowing people to be around me. I kept allowing people in my space. One thing about it, about releasing toxic people, the reason why you have to release them, baby, is so you can clear your space, so you can have a peace of mind. You can't begin to understand with clear vision, with a clear perspective on what God needs you to do, what you're supposed to do with your life. Just period, what you're supposed to do. You can't begin to understand that and step into that if you're just every day in this energy of so-and-so betrayed me, so-and-so took this from me, I can't forgive them, why should I forgive them, they hurt me, they should get this back, they should do this. Don't focus on what's going to come to them. That's releasing as well. See, when you hold on to what a person did to you, and you hold on and you constantly thinking like, oh, I want them to go through the same thing I go through, that's still holding on to toxicity. You have to release it completely in order for you to forgive, in order for it to be released, in order for you to be renewed and restored. Sometimes, you know, we don't understand how to do that. And see, that's why I feel like I had to go through so much of what I went through in order to sit up here and tell you guys, because I'm human just like y'all. I bleed just like you. I hurt just like you. I got to go to sleep just like you. You get me what I'm saying? Like, we're all human. But see, at the same time, what God told me is, I need you to do this because there's certain people who are not as strong as you. You got people who have gone through the same thing that you went through. You're not alone. But these people are not as strong as you, right? These people are stuck, and I need you to deliver my people. I need you to get my people unstuck so that they can step into what they need to step into. And so I found myself, when I didn't have nobody, all I had was God. When I was sitting down on that floor crying, like I've never cried like that before. I'm telling y'all, everything, all this was, I had veins popping out. I was crying so hard. But it got to the point where the tears wasn't even flowing from my eyes no more. At this point, I was just like, what did I do? Why did I go through this? Like, I don't understand. I've always been a good kid. I've always been a good kid. There are certain things that I did. I probably rebelled against my parents, you know, but until a person has gone through what you've gone through, they don't even understand why you did what you did, because they're not you. They're not living your life. They don't have your purpose. They don't have your mindset. They don't have your heart. They didn't have the parents you had growing up. They didn't go through the situations you went through. So all these judgmental, critical people in the world, man, they need to check themselves before they wreck themselves. And see, at the end of the day, we all trying to heal, and we're all trying to get to a certain place in our life where we can just live, be stable, be peaceful, and be happy until God calls us home. That's it. We trying to do right here on earth, do people right, so God could do us right. You understand that some of the things that when God got you through what he got you through, you was like, oh my God, this is like supernatural blessings is going on. The way that it came to you, the way that he got you out. I told y'all, this truly do exist. Spiritual warfare truly do exist. This is why you have to do what you have to do and take those necessary precautions and steps, baby, towards releasing these people. You have to release them. As hard as it is. holding on to it is not going to do you no justice. It's not going to bring you no justice. I had to realize that with my mother as well. There's certain things that she said. Don't you know the devil, when he can't get to you, he'll try to get the people that's closest to you that you love. If these people are not prayed up spiritually, he's able to get to them. That's right. It builds you into the person God needs you to be, Ebony. And see, that's why you had to go through what you had to go through. Some of y'all was facing homelessness. That's right, no more hostage, self-love. And I always preach that to y'all. Self-love. You got to love yourself. That's one of the things of how you take your power back from these people as well. When a person when you're dealing with a narcissistic person, right? Like I was dealing with, this is what they'll do. The way that, first of all, I want to say, narcissistic people are just unhealed people. Don't y'all know that? They people just like you, but see, these people are unhealed. And listen, I'm not trying to say anything about anybody. I'm not saying that you are this way. All I'm saying is, don't you know that if you don't forgive these people, you become just like them? And so at the same time, they are people just like us, but they are unhealed people. They haven't healed from what they went through and what people took them through. So they go out in the world and they try, one way that they try to, they feel powerful when they're able to belittle a person or demean or break down a person. Don't you know, at the end of the day, you got some people, right? When we dealing with Jezebel spirits and we talking about the other woman and you in a marriage, some people, one thing I spoke about it too in my video, a rose is still a rose, right? These people, these Jezebel spirits, they feel like, oh, I'm able to take her man. If I'm able to take her man and take her husband, then I must be somebody. Then I must be better than them. Then I must be the hottest this and all this type of stuff, right? That's a Jezebel spirit. Don't you know that at certain times when these people are not prayed up and they don't love themselves, they step into that energy. That's who they are. They like being in that energy, but they only like being in that energy because they don't love themselves. You have to love yourself enough to take back your power from these people. And how you take back your power from these people, let me tell you something. A person can't break you if you know who you are. Can a person break you if you know who you are? A person can't break you, baby, if you know who you are. You know you pretty. People try to say, oh, you fell off, or you not this, or you not this. But if you know who you are, you know who God intended for you to be, these people can't break you. These wicked people can't overcome you if you know who you are. And that's one thing that a narcissist will try to do, baby, because he tried to do it to me. Every time on every end, I couldn't get nothing right. Nothing was good enough. But then when you step back and you analyze the situation, you realize that they needed you more than ever. But they never wanted to give you that power, never wanted to let you know that they needed you so much, that it was so codependent on you. I kept sitting back and I say, I'm giving money, I'm giving time. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I need to do, whatever situation it was, you know. I was trying to be a wife to a person who looked at me. He looked at me as, I don't know what he looked at me as, but you know, he didn't consider me that because he wasn't ready. Sometimes you come across a person, if they're not ready for you, they're not ready for the woman that you are. Like I said, you'll come across these people at the wrong time. That's why sometimes people tell you to be the right person at the wrong time. And so what he was trying to do was break me by taking everything that I was given to him, right? Thank you. Taking everything that I was given to him, right? He was never telling me no, mind you. It was never a no, but he wasn't telling me no, right? He was just taking. And then you realize you giving more to these people than they. Thank you so much, Anu Pretty. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you. See, these people, they'll never tell you that it's not good enough, right? They'll tell you, oh, they'll just take it from you. And then you step back and you realize that you giving more to these people than their own friends and their family were. Like, I had to realize that. I say, well, if your family can't give you this and your friends can't give you, why are you sitting back trying to tell me that what I'm giving you is not good enough? I never got a thank you. I never got an appreciation post or anything. I never asked for it. See, I've always been the type of chick, if I do for you, I'm not going to sit up here and be petty like, oh, well, if you don't do this, I'm not going to do this. I never look for anything. I just expect it. And this is why you can't thank you, Antonio. This is why God tell you don't put your trust and your all into man. You need to put it in me. And see, I had to be burnt on every end. I was putting it in a man. I was putting it in a friend. I was putting it into family members. I was putting it into everybody, trying to figure out, well, if I give more of myself, maybe they'll love me better. Why was I looking to these people for them to love me better when I needed to be trying to love myself better? See, I didn't love myself. And see, one of the things that I had to do, baby, when the last time that I was actually in the hospital, I was in the hospital by myself, and my last abortion had messed me up really bad, and I had a blood clot. And I didn't realize what was going on. I was bleeding and everything, and I didn't realize it. I said I'm in so much pain. And I didn't have no one there at the hospital. No one came to come see me. I felt like I was so embarrassed on how I got myself to this position. I didn't really let a whole lot of people know what I was going through. And so I expected this man to be there, at least to show some type of like, you don't have to love me, you don't have to make me your girlfriend, you don't whatever, but are you that evil where you can't even come to the hospital like to support me as a friend? Like, you don't have no love in your heart? And see, that's when I knew that it was something evil going on. Because I said, I don't deserve this, man. Like, I don't deserve it. Like, at least someone could have came to the hospital for me or whatever. And so I found myself, I was like, when the doctor told me what I had to do and he gave me my medication, and, he told me I can't have no more, I just was crying, and I was just like, this is it. Something has to give from this day forward, because if I keep allowing these people to destroy me, to come in every time God builds me up, they tear me down. Every time I don't have no one to turn to. Thank you so much, 24K. Every time I don't have no one to turn to but God. Why would I keep trying to put my trust and my all in the people when God been the only one with me, rocking with me from day one? That's my A1 day one right there. Like, the only thing that I'm focused on now, it's a lot of things that people just can't get. They can't get over on me no more. Like, it's just certain things I just don't care about no more. You get me what I'm saying? I don't care about, at the end of the day, trying to go ahead and put on for Instagram or put on for this. Now, granted, there's certain things that you want to show how God been blessing you, but you don't want to be and get to the point where you just like, oh, well, I'm just going to outshine this and outshine that, because that's not the reason why God blessed you. God blessed you so that you will know that a higher power truly do exist, and you will know that you're not alone here in this world. And so that is what, when I was in that hospital bed and I was by myself, and I was like, you know what? I don't care no more for these friends. I don't care no more for family or whoever want to think a certain way about me and they still thinking that same way about me. I don't care. I have to love me. Because if I don't love me, who gonna do it? And being in these situations showed me no one will love you if you don't love you. So a part of loving you is releasing these toxic people, releasing toxicity from your life, baby, so you can be healed, so you can be restored, so that you can be renewed. It is not an easy journey. A lot of people also tell me, and I tell people, don't you ever say that, because I love you too. Thank you so much, Shirley. But you know, people tried to break me down by calling me ugly. People will try to say I'm ugly. They'll try to say that I fell off. All kind of stuff people will try to say. But see, when you know you, can't nobody get to you. So it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. We can't fight the inevitable, right? We're going to grow older. We're going to, you know, yep, they did. And the last person I was with made me feel very, you know, like I wasn't up on myself, like I wasn't this and I wasn't that. But see, that's part of their tactics. A narcissistic person, they have to break you. They have to break you so that you don't realize who you are. Thank you so much, guys. Y'all so nice. Thank you so much. They have to break you, baby. I'm so sorry to hear that, Alexis. Thank you so much, Anthony. Thank you, Dre. They have to break you so that you don't realize who you are. Shout out to you, Emmanuel. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for watching me. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. They have to break you so that you don't realize who you are. But see, because they realize that once you know who you are, you'll realize that they are undeserving of you. So right there, I just exposed their tactic to you right there. Don't you believe nothing what these people try to tell you. Don't you believe nothing that they try to say won't come your way. Because a person, baby, have to break you. If I come across a gem, a diamond, deep down inside, I know that that's a gem. I know that that's a diamond. I know that that person is unlike any other. But see, I know, looking at myself, I don't deserve this person. Right? I don't deserve this person. Looking at, oh no, like I ain't got their birth ethic. I don't look like them. Like, this is like a huge upgrade for me. But see, you get across this person and then you realize that they're weak. They prey on the weak. So when you realize, when they come across this person, they say, okay, they weak. Okay, so I could play games on them. Okay, so how I'm going to play a game on them? Okay, I'm going to spit this and I'm going to do this. Right? Sex is also part of it. I keep telling y'all about soul ties. And see, one thing about it, when you in that energy and it feel good and it's, you know, this person is pleasing you, right? You form a bond with that person. Unbeknownst to you, you do. That's why you can't just be out here sleeping with all these different people. You don't know who they sleeping with. You don't know who the people who they sleeping with, who they sleeping with, right? So at the end of the day, now they don't set up here and lay with you, and people ain't gonna tell you what they doing. If a person sit up here and tell you, well, I had sex with about 5 different people today, and you think that if they told you that you would lay down with them, no, you wouldn't lay down with them. If you love yourself, you wouldn't do that. So they sit up here and they won't tell you these things. This is why you have to love yourself enough to check these people at the front gate, baby. You ain't about to play me like that. You're not about to play me like that. And don't take these people word for everything that they tell you either. But see, going back to what I'm trying to say is, it is a sexual soul tie. Congratulations, T-Von, 2 years celibate. Keep going with it. I've been celibate too. I've been a year and about a couple of months now. And let me tell you something. I don't even feel for it. I don't even yearn for it. Especially amidst COVID and everything that's happening right now. I don't even feel for it. I don't even want it. I'm telling you right now, I don't care how good you look. I don't want it. Because see, I know how I get. See, when you lay down with a person, you think that it's love. Sometimes a person will only look at you like that's what it is. It's not going to be nothing past that. And see, now you get into this energy where you chasing after this person. Now they feel like, okay, I got her. I got him. Women too. For my man who listening to this, women are out here that's like that too. And for my women, there's men out here that's like that too. Let me tell you something. That's why you got to protect yourself, baby. If you know that you can't control yourself with sex, once sex get involved, don't have it. Don't have it until you got something solidified and this person tell you, okay, we in a relationship or we married. Something to hold it, like, you know what I'm saying? That this person is yours. Don't be out here laying luck with all these different people. I'm trying to tell you something. It's the soul tie you make with this person. And that's how, a part of the reason how they get power over you as well. you'll keep running back to it. Then they know how to play you. Then they try to hold it back from you as a way to control you. You don't want nobody controlling you like that, man. You got to love yourself. That's right. Succubus energy. And that's how they get you. Sex, lust. I'm telling you, I told y'all a long time ago, if you don't know yourself, you gonna lose yourself. Sex, all this type of stuff, it's out here in the world. You can do anything that you want to do. You got free will to do that, baby, but that's part of spiritual warfare. You have the ability, you have the free will to go ahead and do drugs and do sex and do all this with strippers and do all this in the clubs. Do everything that's of the world. But see, that's what the devil wants you to do. That's how you get involved and get off your course and off your journey. It's hard to abstain from sex, isn't it? You're not the cool person when you around your friends and they talking about, or the homies talking about who they done laid up with and how they got all this, and all you saying, well, I mean, I haven't been having, but you know what? Everything that come with God is not always popular. It's not always cool. That's why they call it the narrow road and you got the broad road. If you want to be accepted and you want to be popular, then the devil know that you're going to get on that broad road. That's what comes along with that. But see, it's hard to abstain from sex. It's hard not to be in the in crowd. And see, you got a lot of people that were surrounded around you, toxic people. You had devils, all these evils that was surrounded around you, baby, that was part of this, that was part of the world. Their whole mission and purpose was to get you off of yours. But when you release toxicity, when you release these people, when you release these urges, when you forgive these people, when you heal yourself, because we're not perfect. I want y'all to understand that. Because I got a lot of people that come at me and tell me, well, why you want to preach to people who don't want to hear that? People want to live their life. Let me tell you something. The whole purpose of me doing this channel, baby, whoever want to come on here and listen to me, you can. You're going to catch a word. You're going to catch some inspiration, some motivation. It's a little bit of everything. I tell y'all, I'm not like everybody else. I don't do it how everybody else do it. I do it how I'm going to do it and how I'm led to do it. And see, one thing about me, like I say, I'm going to always incorporate God in everything that I do. But this is just me talking to y'all. I'm not, you know, trying to shove nothing down your throat and tell you, oh, change it overnight. That's unrealistic. We setting unrealistic goals at this point. But all I'm telling you is, shout out to all the people who done been celibate. Thank you so much, LeCante, or LeCon. I hope I said that right. Yeah, I wanted to go live for you guys, as I know you've been asking me for that. And so, I didn't understand about God is not talking. Why are you? What do you mean by that? At the end of the day, like I said, you know, there are certain people that are not, that they're not going to want to receive what I'm trying to say. But my whole thing in trying to tell y'all is, in order to go ahead and get to what God has for you and step into what you're supposed to be doing and who you're supposed to be, a part of that is sometimes stepping back from it all and walking away from everything. Sometimes, oh yeah, I have to block them because I ain't understand that. They talking about God is not talking, so why am I? What do you mean? Some people get on here and say some crazy stuff. But like I say, you know, I love you too. I love you too, Song. That's good, Faith. Keep being celibate. I'm trying to, thank you so much, Robin Hood, baby. Thank you so much for that donation. Thank you. I am going to ignore them, Wes. I am. I ignore people all the time. Let me tell you something. I get on here and I do what I'm supposed to do. And so I want to start doing this for y'all, getting on live and talking about some things that I want to talk about. It's not necessarily a prophetic word. It's just getting on here and just talking to you guys about some real life situations. And one of the things and steps that I want to go over is releasing toxicity. You have to do it. Even if we're working together, we're all in this together. We're all a family. We all love each other, right? And so the whole thing about it is, y'all know that what I'm saying is the truth. You know you can't hold on to these people. If God bless you to get up out the hood, you going to bring the whole hood with you? How you going to do that? Thank you so much, Stella. God sometimes have, when you ever heard that God has a blessing with your name written on it, baby, it's for you. It is for you. It is not for the homies on the corner. Thank you so much, Tyrese. Thank you so much. It is not for the homies on the corner. It's not for Mary, Shirley, Billy, Bob. God brought that blessing to you for you. Because when he blessed me, I didn't just hop cities. I didn't just hop miles. I hopped states. See, I don't tell y'all about, get on here and tell y'all stuff that I don't do myself. That's me being a hypocrite at that point. What's the point of me doing it if I'm going to be fake? When God blessed me, I got down on my knees every day and I was crying out to them, and I was so depressed. I was so just down. I didn't want to get out. I didn't want to do nothing where I was before. You get what I'm saying? And so when God blessed me, baby, I didn't wait. I didn't hop. Listen, I hopped states. You can't just pick up. Yes, I am, Shirley. Houston, Texas. I love Houston. Let me tell you something. It's a different vibe. The people here are very nice. It's just, I'm so happy here. Like, I'm so happy here. And let me tell you something. I prayed and I cried out to God. I'm like, I can't take it no more. You got to get me away. You got to get me away. And sometimes, Orlando, yeah, I got a friend that's staying in Orlando. For me, I had to get away. I had to hop. I had to go. I had to get so far away. At the end of the day, you can't just hop up in a car and drive 4 hours to come see me. It's a 16-hour drive from where I'm from. I'm coming from Miami. These people, you're going to have to plan a trip to come see me. And at the end of the day, I don't just let any and everybody just come see me when they want to come see me. That's part of releasing toxicity. When God bless you, you got to get away sometimes. You got to get completely away from everything that you once knew, people who you once hung around. And then when you step back from it all and you release these people, you know what's coming to me right now? God couldn't bless you the way he wanted to bless you with the people who you were around. I know I've said this before in my other messages. I don't know if you guys take the time to go back and look back over it. But I know I said that God was holding back on blessing you because he saw that at the end of the day, if he would have blessed you the way that he wanted to bless you, all these people would have done was attach themselves to you and not mean you no good. They know they don't mean you no good. They're attaching themselves to you for their own selfish gain. And so at the end of the day, sometimes you may hurt that someone picked someone over you, or someone left you out, or someone don't like you, or whatever the case may be. But see, God had to hide your true power, hide your value, hide your beauty, hide everything that's about you, not tell nothing, because he knew what he had for you. He knew the blessings, the purpose, what you was going to do in your life. In this lifetime, you're going to do something great. And see, one thing about it is, sometimes you can't see everything because you so nice and you so loving, and God know that. So sometimes God got to take the wheel, which is why I tell you, surrender and let him take the wheel and take control of the wheel in your life. Because see, what he'll do is he will hide you and cloak you, right? So no one will harm you, baby. These people are evil people. Do you get me what I'm saying? He had to hide you. He had to hide you. See, if he would have blessed you, you would have went out there saying, oh, I'm making this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing that. Then someone just said it, pocket watching. When a person see how you used to live, and then they see you doing different things, even if you don't tell people, he didn't want you around nowhere where people would be able to watch your every move, know your every move. He had to hide you from these people. And then as distraught as you was, as hurt as you was, you understood the assignment. You understood the assignment. You understood it. You didn't understand it when you was going through it, but you understood that assignment when he got you up out of it. And once you was able to understand everything and make sense of it all, now you living your best life. away from these toxic people. I don't care if the toxic people is your mom, your dad, your cousin, your auntie, your best friend for 15 years. Let me tell you something. Do you really know people? Just tell me for 1 second. We're going to keep it real. That's what this whole thing of me going here and going on live. Do you really know people? Do you really know me? I'm keeping it real with you. I'm keeping it real with you. Do you really know anyone in this world? But at the end of the day, what we go off of? We go off of what we feel. Thank you, Robin Hood. You coming through the day, huh, Robin? We don't know people, right? We don't know people. You don't even know me. So at the end of the day, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I never do. And so you don't know a person. You only know what they show you. We gonna keep it real. You think a person is gonna show you everything about them when they know that they flawed? When a person know that they flawed, and some people are not real like that to express their flaws, to try to heal them, to try to get, to get rid of these flaws. But they just want to be around people and keep up this facade and be fake. You real in a world full of fakes. At the end of the day, you don't everybody trying to fake. They trying to fake their livelihood. They trying to fake and get it how they live. They trying to fake this and fake that. Don't you get tired of having to fake stuff? Sometimes, like I said, thank you so much, Diarte. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. These people trying to fake everything. Thank you so much, Ebony. Thank you, Ebony, baby. I love you. Thank you. These people try to fake it. Fake it till they make it, right? At the end of the day, it's like something got to give. Something got to give. How long you gonna fake stuff in your life until God sits you down and say, no, stop. No, stop. You can't do it for people every time. God has to be able to do it. But see, you can't blame these people if they trying to fake and hide who they really are, because maybe they want people to like them. Maybe they don't want people to know their shortcomings or their hang-ups. They don't want people to know that. But see, a part of it is, if you're gonna be fake, right? You got a lot of these fake people who try to come around you and make you feel less than. And then to come to find out, they really don't love themselves, and they look at themselves as being less than. So a part of it is, that's why you have to release these toxic people. And that's why God had to hide you on who you really were. He couldn't fully bless you the way that he wanted to bless you, because you was around a lot of toxic, envious, fake people. Period. Period. He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. A lot of y'all trying to figure out, well, why? Why he couldn't do it? Well, why I had to suffer? Well, why they had to leave? Well, why I had to go through? Stop worrying about a why. Let go of the why. Look at where you are right now. Look at where you were before and look at where you are now, baby. You understand that you needed that for elevation. You needed it for growth. You needed to get stronger. You needed to get wiser. You needed to shut this and get a little bit more silent with the things that's going on in your life. Let me tell you something. I don't speak on a thing until that thing has already been finalized. Do you hear me? I don't care if it's a job. I don't care if it's a contract. I don't care what it is about my business. I don't speak until it's finalized. Yes, we talk about God protecting you. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We talk about God protecting you. Yes, we do. But sometimes at the end of the day, God like, man, hush. Till I get you where I need to get you, be quiet. Everybody ain't got to know. Everybody ain't got to know. Don't sabotage this man's plans until he do what he need to do for you and really bring that thing through. Some of y'all talk too much. I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know who I'm talking to. You know I don't mean no harm, but see, that's why he had to hide it. You wondering why he had to. That's right. Own your silence, Shirley. Own it. Own it. I told y'all, you know we got evil in this world. You know we got good in this world. At the end of the day, God had to, listen, a part of God protecting you is knowing who you truly are and saving you from your own self. I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know who I'm talking to today. A part of God protecting you is sometimes that man got to protect you from yourself. Until he like, you know what? I'm just gonna have to just some things God not even gonna reveal to you. He not gonna reveal it to you until it's the right time. And I'm not saying anything towards you guys. I'm just saying that a lot of those triggers that you have, that trauma bonding that you're doing, all of this is circled around you not being able to release the toxicity out of your life. A lot of things that God wanted for you and didn't bring it when you wanted him to bring it, but he brought it when it was the right time. It was part of him getting you away from this toxicity. You get me what I'm saying? So it all goes back to, what are you going to do from this day forward for your life? Right? What are you going to do? Thank you. And you know, a lot of people say they see my spirit. They tell me that someone told me one time, they were just like, in the 3D, you just a sweetheart. You wouldn't hurt nobody. You just like, you a baby. Like, you are very innocent. You're very pure. But in the spiritual realm, you a giant. Someone told me that, and I said, you know, that wasn't the first time that I heard that. Thank you, Violet. That wasn't the first time that I heard that. Someone else came and saw me in the street and said, you God's right-hand man. I had to come home and I said, I don't know what's going on. It was just so weird to me. And this happened like within like 2 weeks of each other. Like me going on the street and me seeing the person, it was a man that said that and said, you guys right-hand man. And then I had someone else that I was talking to. Thank you, Evan. I don't want to say it right. Okay, thank you, right. Thank you, right. I didn't want to pronounce the name wrong. But thank you so much. Thank you. They told me that you a giant in the spiritual realm. And a lot of it was revealed to me as well once I got deeper into my spirituality, because I said, me normally knowing who I used to be, I would have never done anything like this, right? Getting on live, doing what I'm doing with my ministry and with my channel. But it's like I always pray before I come on here, and I tell God to work through me and work through me to say what needs to be said and how it needs to be said. And it's always like a different person. You get what I'm saying? It's always a different person. And so that's why I know that everything that we go through, everything and people who we encounter, it's all spiritual. It's all spiritual, right? That's how I was. Are you telling me to shut up, Andrea? Who telling me to shut up? I'm going to need y'all to get it together before you come on here on the live. Don't comment anything that's negative to me. I don't know if you was talking to someone else or you was talking to me, but let me tell you something. Do not disrespect me. If I don't disrespect you, do not disrespect me. Do you understand me? Because you don't know me. You don't know me. I tell people all the time, I don't have to lay hands on you. I'm just going to go to God. I'm going to go to God on you. Don't play with me. Don't get on here and tell me to shut up. I don't get it. See, you see how I say the enemy? Let me tell you something. If you don't want to hear what I'm saying, right? If you don't want to hear what I'm saying, why would you get on here just to say that mess about telling somebody to shut up? It's crazy how people are. I tell y'all all the time, man, like, the lights on, ain't nobody home. The elevator don't go past a certain level. So I would never disrespect nobody. I don't know who she was saying that to, but let me tell you something. Don't get on here and disrespect me, okay? So we gonna leave it like that. But at the end of the day, thank you guys. Y'all don't play about me. I love y'all so much. I think she meant like, girl, shut up. Oh, like, I don't know. She didn't get on here and say I don't know what people. Some people tell me, you girl, you speaking my whole life, or things like that. But at the end of the day, like, I only tell y'all what I feel, what I see, and a lot of it is things that I've gone through as well. So it's just like I say, I always tell God to work through me. I always pray before I get on here and I talk to you guys. And so the main message for today, like what I wanted to say, is just it's all about that's right, JC Gang for life. You already know. Um the main thing is about releasing toxicity. You have to be able to do that. You have to do it. And see, the main thing of why I'm trying to tell you to release it is because when you hold on to that, and you hold on to the hurt, and you hold on to everything that you've gone through, it keeps you in this stuck phase of your life. God don't need you to be stuck. He needs to get you out of this unstuck phase so that he can get you on the path and on your journey of what he needs you to be doing. There's a whole world out there to see. Yes, you can. I'm actually going to create a PO box, because a lot of you guys have been asking me how you guys can send me certain gifts and different things like that. So I don't want to give out my address, but and it's nothing on you guys. It's just like I said, I'm just not gonna give out my address like that. But once I go ahead and I set up a PO box, thank you, Keiko. Once I go ahead and I set up a PO box, Jaquita, I'm gonna go ahead and just mention that and probably mention it on the community board. So pay attention to the community board, and I'll also probably get on here. Thank you, Cherish, my girl, Cherish. Y'all know, Cherish, I love you. You know, Cherish always comment on my Facebook, y'all. She made a whole post and telling me, thanking me for my ministry and everything like that. And she always get on my stuff, and she be commenting and telling me, Cherish, I love you, baby. I love you. Thank you for that. Okay, Andra. Okay, I get it now. Okay, you clarified. I didn't know before what that meant, but you gotta tell me, because I don't know what y'all be saying. When people say shut up, it's just, I don't be knowing what that mean. Like, if you telling me to shut up, because some people, like I said, the one before, he got on here and said, God not speaking, so why are you? Cherish, yeah, I love my girl Cherish. She always check in with me and stuff like that. And it's a couple of you guys that be reaching out to me. So I don't remember everybody's name. Yeah, they got to specify, Kelvin, because I don't be knowing. Y'all know I don't mean no harm. People be, it's some crazy people out there. I be telling y'all. But I also want to give a shout out to one of my other friends as well. Oh my God. How I'm gonna get on here and forget her name. She knows who she is. We talked the other day, and it's also going to be part of the message that I'm going to upload for you guys. And so I'm going to go ahead and upload that video so she knows who she is. I can't remember the name right now. I'm so sorry, but I appreciate every single last one of you guys. And so, like I said, the main message for today was just releasing toxicity, because I want you guys to step into everything that God has for you, right? And God can get to you and take you to certain levels in your life if you're going to stay in this stuck phase. So I want you to be able to release the toxicity, baby. I want you to step away from these toxic people, from these toxic situations. Do you get me what I'm saying? This is a no judgment. This is a judgment-free zone channel. I tell y'all what I've done. Right? I tell y'all the things that I need you to get unstuck, mister. I need you to get unstuck, because see, it's not going to benefit you moving forward in the long run if you're going to hold on to this hurt. As bad as it may be, thank you, Jude. As bad as it may be to try to let go of this hurt, let me tell you something. a part of releasing as well is crying about it. You know, I used to cry when I went through certain things. I was raised by strong women. Like I said, my mom, she not perfect, but one thing about it, I ain't never see her fold. I ain't never see her break. If that lady had to get out there and work and do whatever it is that she had to do, you get me what I'm saying? Like, she did that. I think I barely, if ever, seen my mama cry. The same thing goes for my grandma. You know, my grandma, if she could do it on her own, she did it. So I came from a family of strong women. So there were a lot of things that I wasn't always necessarily prepared for, but I got through it. Because I knew that no matter what I went through in this world, or what I chose to dabble into, or what I did, that was not always perfect. And I asked God for forgiveness and mercy on my soul. I knew that I could fall back on Him. I knew that I could fall back on the word of God. So if my mom didn't do anything else for me, she taught me about the Lord. She taught me about the word. And that is what was my saving grace in this world, because I encountered a lot of evil people who didn't have to do what they did to me. They embarrassed me. They shamed me. They were ashamed of me. They treated me like they were ashamed of me. Like they didn't want to be seen with me, anything like that. And one thing that got me through was just, it took me a while to look myself in the mirror again as well. I went through a stuck phase, and so I tell you guys, I don't get on here and tell y'all nothing that I don't do myself or I haven't gone through. Thank you so much, Boss Don. That's the man right there. We be having talks. I gotta reach out to you too. Thank you, boss. Oh wow, I forgot what that. Okay, so yeah, one of the things, I was in a stuck phase, and so one of the things that I was going through, it was hard for me to try to love myself when people had broke me down so much. And one of the things I used to always ask my dad, I was like, Dad, well, if I'm not ugly, right? If I'm pretty and I'm not ugly, then why people call me this, or why they treat me this way? And so it was hard for me growing up, for me to really look at myself like I was somebody. And so I'm explaining to you a situation I went through. And when I went through that and I was broken, I didn't want to look at myself in the mirror. I went through a phase of not loving myself. I wasn't getting out the bed. I was not getting out the bed to feed myself. I wasn't getting out the bed, and I was hurt. And so one thing about it, I told you I had to cry. That one night I got down on my knees and I surrendered and I cried like I ain't never cried before. When I got back up, I made a vow, an everlasting vow to myself and to God. I said, God, you get me through this, I'm never going to go back. I'm never going to look back. I made a vow to myself. I said, self, forgive me. I'm telling y'all asked me how to do it, right? You say, Victoria, well, it's not easy to just go ahead and forgive. So what are you going to do? You're going to hold on to it? When I cried and I asked and I surrendered and I said, God, if you get me through, I'm never going to go back. I'm never going to look back. I made a vow to myself and I cried. I said, so forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me for not recognizing who you were, man. Forgive me for going back to these people, allowing them to destroy us, to deplete us. Forgive me for not loving you better. Forgive me for not looking out. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me. And I promise I'm going to do everything in my power to start loving and taking care of you better. I'm never going to drop the ball like I did before. I'm not going to do it no more. So please, if you can forgive me. This the words I was saying to myself. People tell me, well, why you talking? Let me tell you something. You do what you got to do to heal. You do what you got to do to heal. People can't never tell you what it is and what it's like to go through what you went through if they haven't gone through it themselves. I had to nurture me. I had to talk to me like I was somebody, because I am. I said, forgive me. I was wrong. I don't know why I kept going back. I don't know why I didn't fight. I didn't ask questions. I just let people just destroy us and do what they wanted to do to us. I let friends betray us and laugh at us, and we kept going back. And I kept telling you, well, go back and be their friend. Go back and do this. We ain't have no other friends. That was the thing. I didn't want to be alone. I didn't want to be without a friend. I didn't want to be without a man. That was a fear of mine. And see, a part of it is talking to yourself to forgive yourself, making a vow to yourself, making a vow to God, and then overcoming your fears, right? Woman, thou art loose. If some of y'all haven't seen that movie, that's what's dropping in my spirit. Some of y'all need to watch that movie. I watched that movie. That's one of my favorite movies, by T.D. Jakes. T.D. Jakes produced that movie. Kimberly Elise, she plays one of the main characters in that, and Loretta Devine plays her mom. Y'all know what she went through in that movie where the mom's boyfriend raped her. She didn't believe it, and it got her on a dark path, right? And the mom was just so fearful of being by herself, she allowed any and everything to happen to her daughter through this man. And see, one of the things about it, if you don't release toxicity, baby, if you don't let go of what these people did to you, in the beginning of the movie, it opens up with her being on death row. She on death row because she killed the man who raped her, the mom's boyfriend. And it happened at a time where they were all in the church. I think he was coming up to her. I think he wanted to say and ask for her forgiveness. I think he truly did. Whatever message was preached that day, he was trying to go and I think ask for her forgiveness, and she shot him. I'm not saying that y'all gonna do that. I'm just saying that, yeah, Kenyatte, I love that movie. Thank you so much, Saved. Thank you so much. I only see Saved in, but thank you so much for that donation. Thank you. She killed her mom's boyfriend. And a part of that is not being able to release that hurt. Release that hurt. And sometimes it takes releasing your own mother. Sometimes if you can't get that clarity, if you can't get that closure, if people are not going to take accountability for the things that they've done for you, baby, sometimes get your own closure. Get your own closure. Get down and pray. Release these people. And forgive these people. Because if you don't, they hold power over you. In whatever way that may be. They hold power. These people have done enough damage. They've done and caused you enough drama, enough pain. Why would you allow them to hold power over you? Why? Why would you do that? Don't give these people no more power than you've already given them. So release toxicity. Release these people. Release these situations. Release these old ways of doing things, mannerisms, characteristics, behaviors. And start fresh. It's so easy to do. It's so easy to do. All you got to do is forgive these people. That's the first step. You don't never have to see these people again. You don't have to say it to them face to face. Some of these people you don't need to come across again. All you need to do is just forgive these people. Send that up to God and let him know that you forgave him so he can bless you and move you forward. That's all you got to do. And lead these people to God. Lead these people to themselves to heal and go on their own journey. Some of these people are never going to change. But you can change. You can change. Even if they don't. In the way that you change that, the way that you change is by learning how to forgive and learning how to release. If you got to, you know what I'm saying, just forgive these people at your altar. Write a prayer. I journal a lot. Sometimes write it on a piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? Like, I forgive you for what you did. I forgive you for betraying me, for laughing at me. I forgive you. And I got to release you. Whatever it is that you want to see on that piece of paper, you say it, you mean it, and you stand on it. And don't you ever go back. Don't. For all these people who've made broken promises to you, why would you make broken promises to yourself? This is you. This is your life. This is your life. We just scratch YouTube. Scratch me. Get me out the equation. Just focus on right now. This is between you, and this is between you and God. You and God. You form that pact with that man. You make a vow that you're going to live not a perfect life. Okay? I would never preach that, because we're not perfect. We're imperfect beings in an imperfect world. Only that man above is perfect. Do you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes we're going to mess up. We're going to slip up. And then we got to grind ourselves and get back on that word and get back right. Ask God for forgiveness. Release it. And every day is a new day. Do you get me what I'm saying? So between you, it's between you and God. Do you understand what I'm saying? You and God. That's the only person you need to be talking to. Only person that you need to be making promises to. Only person that you need to be listening to. Or the only person that you need to be falling back, falling on his word, listening to his word, allowing him to guide you, allowing him to instruct you, to provide for you, to bless you, to heal you. But you have to meet that man halfway. I don't like when you've heard that faith without work is dead. I don't like that when people say, I'm just going to sit back and just wait for God to do this. I'm just going to wait for God to just get all this up out of me. You have to speak that and ask that man for that. God, I can't do it by myself. I can't do it by myself. I'm imperfect. I'm not right. I need you to heal me. I need you to purify me. I need you to help me forgive these people. Help me to release these people. They broke me, God. They broke me. I can't forgive these people on my own. I need you. I need you. That's when that man can start working on you. He can't do it if you're going to be stubborn, unwilled, unchanged. I'm not going to forgive. They hurt me. I'm not going to forgive. One of the main things I said when I realized that my money was gone, everything, I didn't know where my life was going to go. I cried. I said, God, they did your baby wrong. They did me wrong. I didn't deserve that. I told God, talk to God, I said, God, I didn't deserve that. Tell me what I did to deserve that. They did me wrong, God. They did me wrong. People did me wrong. God said, you ain't deserve it, but you needed to go through it. You didn't deserve it, but you needed to go through it. And now that he got you through it, he can't make up for that past hurt, but you got to heal. You have to heal. And a part of healing is releasing, talking, journaling, writing it down, and forgiving these people. Love them from a distance if you have to. But get your things. Pick up your dignity. Get your respect back. Get your sense of self back. Stand up. Get your power up. Know who you are. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care if 10,000 people, 10,000 enemies may stand against you, baby. May be at you on every end, on every corner. But all you got to do is ask God for power over your enemies. And he will grant you that. I'm living proof. Believe that. I'm telling you something that I know. Telling you something that I know. You right. You ain't deserve that, Mike. These people were wrong. All y'all went through so much, man. Y'all tell me that your own mothers was involved in this mess. I said, what? This is why I keep telling y'all, people have children, but they be childs themselves. They got that childlike mentality. They don't elevate from that. They don't elevate from that. They were dead wrong. But it does not matter. Yeah, you can do that. You can talk to your phone, TT. What you mean? Like, if you have to love these people from a distance, right? And you know, a lot of it is, it's hard to release parents. That was a tough. It's hard to understand why parents do the things they do. If they've abandoned you, if they've hurt you, if they said certain things. But like I said, sometimes when the devil trying to get to you, he'll get through people that's close to you that may not be as spiritually protected or prayed up like you. And sometimes these are the very same people who taught you certain things, right? But it's like somewhere along the line, like I had to forgive my mom. Somewhere along the line, people didn't do it right. And sometimes when we don't heal from that, we say certain things that was just coming out that I didn't understand why she was saying that to me. It's like, don't you realize that's like a mental imprint that's, you never forget that your mom said this to you, that your mom called you out your name, and that your mom did this. And it hurt me. It hurt me that at a time I needed people the most, they was sitting back judging me, criticizing me on why I did what I did and why I was going through what I was going through. And it could have all been avoided if I just would have been smarter or wiser or paid attention. But things went the way that it was supposed to for me. And I realized in that moment when everyone failed me, that God never did. And I never gave up on that man. I never will give up on that man. And a part of that is not giving up on y'all. And so, like I said, I'm telling y'all something that I know. You got to protect yourself. You got to cut these soul ties. You cannot lay up with everybody, baby. You do not know who these people are. We never truly know. I'm going to tell you something real. I'm going to tell you something. You don't never really know a person. You could get off this live today, and whoever you surrounded around, whoever you going home to, whoever you taking, you don't know these people. You don't know who is improperly influencing them. Do you get me what I'm saying? You don't know who's improperly influencing these people. You never really know people. I'm just going to leave you with that. You never really know people. So at the end of the day, with that being said, you got to protect yourself out here. People will put up and play that role for whatever the reason. We can't begin to understand their mental or their mindset. We're not going to try to do that. But see, at the end of the day, like I said, these people have to be left to go on their own healing journey. What I just told you, who you need to focus on. You and God. You get off this live today, it's you and God. All these other people is irrelevant. You right, they was lucky to get it that time. They're not going to get it again. It's you and God. Get it up out your head about these other people, why they did what they did. That is part of you holding on to toxicity. Release it. Release the hurt. When you get off this live, I want y'all to make a journal. Go out and buy a journal. Even if you don't want to buy a journal, make your own out of a couple pieces of paper. And every day, I want you to write in that journal, right? Pay attention to certain friends. You know, I had to realize with certain friends too, certain things would come out when I go around certain events, and their mothers would shoot out certain things to me that hurt me. And I'm like, why is the mother saying things? Because the friend I thought was a friend was going and running her mouth. So you got to watch people like that who go and tell your business to their family. Because see, when I think back on people who I've been a friend to, I've never ever told their business. I've never ever wanted to be a part of other people discussing them. But see, when you realize that you are not like these other people, that's when I had to realize and back up from everybody. Because everybody is not me, baby. And I'm not everybody. That's not for me to feel bad on myself or try to question why I can't be fake. I can't be fake because being fake is not in me. Period. What I want to gossip about somebody for? That's crazy as I don't know what. I don't want to sit up here and gossip. I don't want to sit up here and talk about nobody and spread nobody business, man. If that ain't elevating me, if it's not getting me to the next level, if it's not part of my journey and what I need to be doing to please that man above, you right, back and give me 50 feet, whoever said that. back and give me 50 feet. I don't want no parts. I don't want no dealings with you. But see, a part of that is, like I said, you got to make a journal. If you don't do nothing else, make a journal, write in that journal every day, and every day release something. Like day 1, I'm going to release drinking. Day 2, I'm going to release this cousin of mine and forgive her for the things she said, how she treated me, what she think about me. Day 3, I'm going to release this. Every day, discuss a topic, discuss a situation or a person that you want to release. And that is part of you just getting it out. If you can't talk or express it to these people, sometimes a lot of people, I didn't tell them why I cut them off or when I was going to cut them off. They just got cut off when they got cut off. And that was that. And I moved forward. So you don't always have to tell a person, oh, I'm going to cut you off. Cut the people off. Just cut them off. Back up from them. Congratulations, T-Von. 2 years of no alcohol. Keep it up. It be those closest to you. That's what I'm saying. I got a video that I'm going to upload today about that. About God exposing your enemies to you. And y'all need to start paying attention to that. But like I said, just make a journal. Write in that journal every day. Release these people. Talk to yourself more. In that manner that I told you, to yourself in your own little space about loving yourself. I'm gonna love, I'm gonna love you more. Just talk to yourself. Be like, you know what, self? I'm gonna start loving you better. I'm gonna start doing this for you. We gonna start taking trips. You get what I'm saying? Never be cheap on yourself. Never make broken promises to yourself. Because it's your life at the end of the day. You got to be able to build yourself up and go on ahead and move throughout life and do what you got to do. It's the whole world to see out there, baby. With this COVID, I don't know if things are ever going to get back to some kind of normalcy. But the main thing of what we can try to do is try to love ourselves. That's right, Shirley. Say it again. Shirley said, I love me some Shirley. You better say it. Say it every day. I had to get myself to a situation. I had to. One day I woke up, I turned on all the lights on in my house. I started walking by that mirror, and every time I walked by a mirror, I told myself, I said, you know what? I don't see nothing ugly about you. I don't see nothing ugly about you. I'm trying to find out where is the ugly. Where is the ugly? Where is the ugly? I don't see no ugly. I love me. I'm pretty. I'm gonna do what I want to do to make myself, fix myself up, glamour myself up. And we gonna get out and we just gonna do it like that. That's what some of y'all gotta do. To all my man, get up, look yourself in the mirror, keep yourself dapper, keep yourself up. That's right. Not a drop of ugly, not a drop. Okay? God don't make all his, listen, let me tell you something. God don't make no mistakes with his people, okay? We are beautiful beings, okay? Y'all are queens. Y'all are kings. Y'all are princes and princesses. Start carrying yourself as such. Don't let these people break you. Don't you ever let nobody tell you or make you feel less than. Do you hear me? From this day forward, don't you ever do that to yourself again. You make a pact with yourself. You talk to yourself. You say, self, forgive me. Baby, forgive me. I couldn't see clearly. I couldn't see these people clearly. But now that I do, it'll be a cold day in hell before I let somebody get over on me again. It's going to be a cold day in hell before I let somebody make me feel less than. Don't play with me. Find you somebody to play with. Don't play with me. That's what you need to start telling these people. Like Mr. Brown said, I said, listen, I said, self, myself said, huh? Okay. What? I love you too, Anthony. I listen. We the shoot. We gonna do it. We not gonna let nobody break us and kill us out here. Y'all better start doing it. If nobody else do it for you, you your own kind of beautiful. You some kind of beautiful, and you your own kind of beautiful. That's it. That's right. If they want to go, let them go. If they want to go, if people want to leave out your life, let them leave. But I guarantee you, and mark my words when I say, they gonna look back, and when they look back, they gonna be in so much regret, baby, that they couldn't do right by you, because the success that God is about to bring your way, it's gonna make everybody who you cut off, everybody who did you wrong, everybody who has so much to say about your situation and your well-being and your, listen, let me tell you something, it's about to have these people shook. They about to be looking confused and abused, the success that God is about to bring your way. But let me tell you something. In order for God to bring this your way, you got to release toxic people. You got to release toxic situations. You got to release toxic ways of doing things. Sometimes we can't help that if this was passed on generation to generation. But you need to be the first generation to break these curses. To break these never-ending cycles. I'm talking, but ain't nobody listening. But I'm going to have to hop off in here because I'll be talking and preaching to y'all all day. But let me tell you something. You got to be the first generation to go ahead. You inspire me too, Marianne. You got to be the first generation, baby. Even if these people self-sabotaged you, even if these people sabotage you, even if you self-sabotaged yourself, let me tell you something. You're going to be the first generation to break these generational curses. Don't you ever be a victim. You are a victor. You are not a victim. You are a victor. Listen, I'm saying so much to y'all today. I'm going to have to get off of here. Baby, you are not a victim. You're not a victim. You are a victor. Say that to yourself every day. When you wake up, you get up out your bed. I'm not a victim. I'm a victor. I'm not a victim. I'm a conqueror. I'm not a victim. I'm a warrior. I'm not a victim. I'm a survivor. I'm not a victim. I'm a winner. I'm not a victim. I overcome. I'm not a victim because I understood the assignment. I came. I conquered. I'm the undefeated champion. Period. I'm going to have to get off of here because I'm going to go ahead and be preaching to y'all all day. But listen, let me tell you something. JC Gang for life. Y'all already know. Continue to spread these messages. Continue to get them out there. Spread these messages and teach the people. Heal your people where you can. Do you understand me what I'm saying? Spread these messages. Get people to go ahead and join the JC Gang, baby. We a family. Do you understand me? Once you join the family, you part of this family forever. And I also want to say that I am putting things in place to go ahead because I've been getting just an overwhelming amount of emails with people asking me that y'all want to see me in person. So I'm gonna make that happen for y'all. Y'all want to see me in person, I'm gonna make it happen for y'all. Y'all wanted me to hop on the live, I'm gonna start hopping on the live a little bit. That's right, you're not a victim, you a victor. Say it every single day. And that's JC, back me up. GPR, you with me? Y'all want me to say it? JC, back me up. GPR, you with me? You already know what to do. If any of these messages resonate with you, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, baby. And tell a friend to join the JC Gang. Reach one, teach one. We ride together, we slide together. You already know what time it is. JC Gang for life. Y'all know that I'm y'all friend. Y'all know that I'm y'all sister. Y'all know that I keep it real with you. I keep it a buck. I keep it 100. I don't come in here with that fake. I come with that real. All right? So at the end of the day, I want y'all to get up every day. Every single day and tell yourselves that y'all not a victim, that you a victor, that you not a victim, you a survivor, baby. You understood the assignment, you came, you conquered, you the undefeated champion. The enemy didn't have his way with you. These treacherous and envious people didn't have their way with you. Do you understand me what I'm saying? People who you got to release, these toxic people didn't have their way with you. Do you understand me what I'm saying? These people are not going to have no more power over you because you are going to take your power back. And how you take your power back is by releasing these people. Do it unapologetically. Go ahead. You ain't got to give no people no warning. You back up from them. You go on with your life. You hold your head up high and you allow that man to do what he need to do for your life and make it right. Do you understand me what I'm saying? You going to release it from this day forward. You're not going to hold on to that pain. You're not going to hold on to that hurt. You're not going to hold on to those betrayals. You're not going to hold on to those sabotaging people. You're not going to hold on. You're going to release it. 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 You're going to release these people. And you're going to start your life anew, a fresh slate. As I said before, between you and between God. And until next time, my babies, y'all already know what to do, man. I want y'all to stay prayed up. I want you to be blessed. Okay? What I want to say, getting back to what I want to say, y'all gonna start seeing me soon. I'm gonna have some merch coming soon for y'all. If y'all want me to do that, I just want a couple of people on the live right now. If I go ahead and I create some JC Gang merch, would y'all buy it? Do y'all want me to start doing that? Because I know a couple of people who wanted me to start doing that. Just shoot it out. A couple of people. Just say if y'all want me to start going ahead and doing that. Very much so. That would be dope. Okay. Okay, y'all. Okay. You would buy, y'all would buy. Okay. All right. So, I'll go ahead and I'm going to do that because I know a couple people who was asking me about that. So I just got the feature on where I can open up my own YouTube store. And so what I want to start is just to see the feedback and the responses that I get from that. And I'm gonna go ahead and start that store. And I'm gonna go ahead and create some merch for y'all so y'all can go ahead and walk around in the streets and let people know y'all part of the JC Gang. And okay, Monica. Okay, baby, I got you. Bear with me. I'm gonna go ahead and do it then. Y'all want me to do it, I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and wrap my head around that, and we gonna get that started so y'all can have some JC Gang merch. And what else? Pay attention to the community board moving forward. I don't know if I'm gonna do it this year or maybe I'll do it next year once I graduate school. I'm gonna go ahead and what I'll do is I'll rent out like a room or whatever. I'll rent out like a space. I gotta find a venue. I'm gonna rent out some space for y'all, and I'll do like a JC Gang conference for y'all, and y'all can meet me in person. But what's gonna happen is a gang is a family. This is a Christian channel. This is a motivational channel. This is an inspirational channel. I keep telling y'all, stop. Listen, I'm a very open-minded person. Don't come on this channel with that. With all due respect. Some of y'all got a closed-minded way of thinking. You think that a person can't refer to God's people as a gang. I'm not saying that we repping something and we doing something in a volatile way. I'm saying like this is the JC Gang. This is a family. Okay? This is a family. This is nothing that I'm trying to say that y'all go out there and oh, we gonna do this and you can't do this and you can't do this. No, this is positive. This is a positive reinforcement. It's a positive channel. That's what I'm saying. A gang is a group. Like, I just got creative with it and I said, you know what I'm saying? We JC Gang for life. We on fire for Jesus Christ. I don't know what people keep saying that it's not a Christian channel because I said gang. Like, people just got that closed-minded way of thinking. Listen, you think that way. You see what I'm saying about stuck people? It never failed. That's God trying to show y'all right there. I'm coming with that truth. Stuck people, you got to leave them where they are. They stuck. They got this old traditional way of thinking and being like, you can't say this and you can't associate God with that. Do you forget where this man used to go? God went and healed people, went places that other people wouldn't go. He went and touched the misfits. He went and touched the people who were outsiders. He went and touched the people that everyone ostracized and criticized. That man didn't judge nobody. I'm just gonna leave that alone. Y'all know, for the people who are on here, y'all know what it is. You know why I say JC Gang, okay? So back to what I'm saying. Y'all want to see me, give me some time. I don't think that I'll do it this year, okay? So I know that I mentioned it. I don't think I'm going to do it this year, but I am going to get a conference started. I'm going to do that next year. And what's going to have to happen is I'm just not going to comment no more if somebody get on here with some negative stuff. I'm just going to let y'all say what y'all want to say, okay? I'm going to do it next year, and what's going to happen is, in order for me to go ahead and confirm and book that venue, I'm going to go ahead and ask y'all, confirm who is actually going to attend, okay? And then y'all have that option to go ahead and book and reserve your spot. Y'all have that option. Donica, I'm telling you, I can't let people get me out my element. I just can't do it no more. Thank you. A gang does not mean gangsters, but you know what? I'm just not even gonna touch on that no more. Y'all know, the people who love me, who support me, y'all know what it is, okay? So now, could you possibly do one? What? You gotta say that again, Tyrese. I think you was spelling it too quick, baby. Orlando, you want me to do one in Orlando? The first one that I'm gonna do is gonna be in Texas, okay? Because I got a lot of people in Texas who follow me. And so what's going to happen is, I'm going to see the feedback and the response that I get, how many people show up for that one. And then once I go ahead and y'all have that option, I'm going to set it up to where y'all can go ahead and book that and confirm your spot that you're going to be going. And then once I get enough people that confirm that they're going to be going, oh yeah, I got a lot of people in Texas. So the first one I'm going to do is going to be in Texas. Probably going to be after I go ahead and I graduate school. It's going to be next year. Now that first one, we're going to see how many of y'all show up and show out. And based on that, then I'll probably go ahead and determine the next city that I'm going to go ahead and show up and do the conference. But pretty much, y'all just bear with me. I got some things coming for y'all. I know that y'all want me to go ahead and do that merch though, because y'all keep asking me. So that's the first thing I'm going to focus on. And moving forward, just know that I love you guys. We got some more things coming forward and some big things coming up ahead for our family. No, I didn't say a city, Meek. I said I'm going to do the first one in Texas. Yeah, so the first one I'm going to do in Texas, and y'all go ahead. I'm going to see how many people show up for that one. And then we'll go ahead and determine the next city that I'll go ahead and do the next conference. And we'll move forward like that. And that's something that I'll do for y'all. I know y'all want to see me in person. So we're going to go ahead and make that happen because I love you guys. And so I want to appreciate every single last one of y'all that's been showing me love, that's been getting these messages out there. I love you. I love you. I appreciate you. Okay? And I'm praying for everlasting blessings, abundance, and prosperity for every single last one of my JC Gang members. I love you guys, okay? And until next time, y'all know what y'all need to do. Stay prayed up and be blessed. And understand that y'all got a friend in me. You got a sister in me forever. JC Gang for life. Y'all go ahead and enjoy y'all Sunday. I love y'all.